A Star is Born is the title of the Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper movie. But it's not about them this time. It's about the new star that has just appeared in the sky, and she's called North Kardashian-West. Although she doesn't need an introduction, this girl, who is part of one of the most famous families on the face of the earth, has also managed to make headlines thanks to her talent for music. Has she got it after her dad? Keep watching to find out why North's performance caused toddler drama. I don't think I need to tell you that you can't miss it. By the way, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel to be up to date with our content. And of course, share this video with your people. We all knew that this moment would come sooner or later, when the children of the Kardashians would grow up and they would be the ones at the center of attention. And as expected, it's happened. North Kardashian-West made an appearance on the night of one of her dad's Yeezy fashion shows at Paris Fashion Week. And believe me, this star is not one of those who come and go, because it seems that she's here to stay. North clearly has her direction defined at just 6 years old, and that's why it didn't take long for her to come out and melt everyone's heart with her debut rap performance that wasn't even planned. North's performance in the French capital made her mom Kim cry. She obviously was in the first row, proudly cheering on her firstborn who put everything into her rap performance. Later, Kim wrote on Instagram, "I'm so proud of my Northie. Her first performance had me in tears." She had an impromptu performance on stage at her dad's Yeezy Season 8 fashion show. Shout out to @Zaza the creator. North hopes you like the remix. And trust me, Kim mentioned Zaza, a 5-year-old rapping toddler, for a reason. Because whenever the Kardashians are involved, there's a scandal. Shortly after Kanye's show ended, Zaza's mother wrote on Instagram, "In July of 2019, Zaza and her dad went into the studio for the ultimate experience, to finally begin making the music she wanted to make. We take pride in creativity and believe whether it's a child involved or an adult, creativity deserves respect or homage. What Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are doing with their daughter, with the inspiration of Zaza and our family in mind, is okay. We're not mad, but please show love and support to the original first. We admire Kanye West and adore his journey. However, we don't want to feel like our daughter's journey in the entertainment world is being stifled." It didn't take Kim long to respond to the message of Zaza's unhappy mother, and she wrote in the comments, "We love you. North is a huge fan and records in the studio all the time with her dad, and is inspired by Zaza, and loves Lele too. Today's performance of North's remix of Zaza's song was something she asked to do at the last minute and a complete surprise. I didn't mean to not give credit where credit was due. Would love for the girls to meet soon. And it definitely will happen when they return from France. What do you think? Will we soon hear the two girls in a duet? Did you like how North rapped? And what do you think of Zaza? Do you think that Zaza's mother has done a tribute to her little girl? Did you know Zaza's songs, What I Do and That's a No-No? Coming back to the Yeezy show, or Kanye's as you prefer, Penelope Disick and her mother Courtney were also in attendance. As you probably know, North and Penelope are cousins and get along very well, unlike their mothers. By the way, during her performance, North shouted her cousin out. How adorable is their bond? Sorry, I can almost hear you asking, what do you mean unlike their mothers? Don't Kim and Courtney get along? Well, it seems that they don't. In fact, as the good fans of the celebrities that we are, we know that Season 18 of the reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians has a return date and it will be back on March 26th. Maybe that's why in the previews you could have seen how Kim and Courtney got into a physical fight. Wait, what? Yes, this may be one of the hottest seasons ever. What went down is that first Courtney attacked Khloe, telling her not to get involved in business that isn't hers. Then of course, Khloe didn't keep quiet and told her that if she didn't want her to get involved, she just shouldn't talk about her business in front of her. This seems like a fair answer. What do you think though? Then we can see that Courtney says to Kim, "You have nothing to say," and throws a bottle of water at her, to which Kim responds immediately with a punch, screaming at her sister not to come at her like that ever again. What a start of the season! How will the fight between the sisters end? Especially that the previous season had already ended very badly, with Courtney almost leaving the show. The oldest of the Kardashian sisters wanted to concentrate on motherhood, and Kim and Khloe claimed that she didn't share enough of her life. At that time, Kim said on camera, "Our job is being open and honest and sharing a lot of ourselves." And it just seems like for the past few years now, Kourtney hasn't really been open about her personal life on camera. She also told Kourtney that for all the times she didn't share her life on the show, she and Khloe had to pick up the slack and show more of themselves. Because what is the show without that? What do you think? If Kourtney no longer wants to share her life with the public, should she quit? Because I imagine she still gets good money for the show. Those who saw the previous seasons will remember that Kourtney's participation was limited. But she reminded Kim and Khloe how she had shared her breakdown and crying about anxiety, and that she shares other things. But she decided not to expose, for example, her relationships. Kourtney, but that's the most interesting thing. Would you agree to share your private lives for millions of dollars? Probably her on and off relationship with Younes Benjima is what made Kourtney a bit more defensive of her private relationships, and that's why she doesn't want to share anything until it's safe and stable. That's also understandable, so let's not be so hard on her. Well, we got very far away from the main topic while I was telling you about the great relationship that the cousins North and Penelope had. But now coming back to North's performance. Both Kim and her daughter wore braids to the fashion show. Well, Kim was accused of cultural appropriation, but that's another topic. But their hairstyles weren't the only thing that matched and caused controversy, because they both wore leather suits during their visit to Paris, and to Kanye West's Sunday service that he organized in the city. And they weren't the only ones, because Kourtney and Penelope weren't any better. And in a similar way, Kourtney wore a leather Balmain set, while Penelope wore a Gucci suit with green Jaguar print. And speaking of North and fashion, she definitely is growing up to be one of the most fashionable girls in the world. And how could it be any different? Both Kim and Kanye work mostly in the fashion world. And as if that wasn't enough, according to a report from Life and Style magazine, North already has a whole beauty team, focused only on helping her prepare when her parents can't do it. This fashion team, that works for a girl who's only 6 years old, costs $5,000 a week. And I'm not talking about clothes. I'm talking about the stylist, hairdresser, and even a manicurist. Did you feel guilty about how much the hairdresser cost you 6 months ago? Maybe you didn't have to. Well, what happens is that North is one of the most photographed girls in the world, and she also loves to have her hair and nails done, which apparently makes her very happy. Already at this age? But who wouldn't be happy, to be honest? According to the same source, North's closet is worth around $1 million, with bags from brands like Hermès, a dress made exclusively for her by Balmain, embroidered with jewels, designer shoes, and even snakeskin bags. But let's see, that's nothing compared to all the sets and dresses that the little princess owns. A small summary of the expensive clothes that North has worn on some occasions. Already at Paris Fashion Week in 2014, when North was barely a year old, she wore a Givenchy dress. The thing is that if it was a dress for an adult, it would have cost around $1,500. But for the look she wore, it was even more expensive. Among so many things that have been given to North is the beautiful dress designed exclusively by Oscar de la Renta, shortly before the designer passed away in 2014, and it's valued between $600 and $900. In addition to so many things that we don't even realize the little girl has, is an Hermès Birkin bag priced at $10,000. The famous phrase says, "like mother, like daughter." It's that North, just like her mom Kim, likes to go out on the streets of New York in leopard skin coats, which in this case cost about $3,500. I don't think my entire wardrobe cost that much, but that doesn't matter. While following in Kim's fashion footsteps and always being dressed up and impeccable. Also, as I told you at the beginning, she has the talent of her dad Kanye. It wasn't only at the Paris fashion show that the little star showed her talent. She had also demonstrated her rap skills at a school party. We could see North take the stage in front of all her classmates and her parents while singing a song that she made up herself. And there's just one small detail. Speaking of school, North attends the same school her mother and all the Kardashian-Jenner aunts went to, Sierra Canyon School, where the tuition ranges between $27,550 and $36,250 depending on the year. There's no doubt that in North's veins runs the West blood, and it seems that rap and singing are topics that the family has been talking about for a long time. A source close to Hollywood life said that North's idol is her dad, Kanye, and that she's been saying that she wants to be a rapper and an artist just like him for years. As I said, the girl is clear about her direction. So the performance at Fashion Week was a dream come true for North, and this is just the beginning of everything. Of course, both parents are very proud of her, but the one who's really crazy is Kanye, and there's nothing that makes him happier than seeing his princess shine. According to the same source, Kanye is convinced that one day North will be an even bigger star than he is. And that's a big statement, because the rapper is tired of accumulating fortune and prizes. Do you think, like Kanye, that his little girl will go far? Or maybe she'll follow in Mom Kim's footsteps? Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. And remember to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with Curiosips. Until next time.